terrifying.
One full of us. Let's scare him away.
Right.
Do you mean to have this little thing on the side here? Because it really worked well.
I did, yeah. I mean, only because the bit of wood happens to be that side.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that one going live. Okay, we are live on both. Hello, hello, and welcome back to some more Middle-earth strategy battle game for Harad versus Rohan, playing a game of Claim the Treasure. So we have our battle companies set up. Priorities not been decided yet. Stephen has got some juicy upgrades in the interim period. I have got a camel out injured, but I managed to roll a reinforcement for another camel. But basically, the idea of the battle here is that we have these coins, 6 of them, out on the board, and the idea is that our models have to go around and pick up these coins and keep hold of them. There's no getting them off the board like in other scenarios, but the whole idea is to see who has the most of them at the point when one of the armies is quartered. So as soon as the end of the turn when one of the companies is quartered, the game will finish. There's only 6 of them. So, yes, kind of picking them up and running around the board and blah, 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 blah. Distinct advantage for the forces of Rohan here because the riders here have got the expert rider special rule, which means that they can just ride into that and pick it straight up. Whereas my camel riders are not expert riders. And unfortunately, that means that if I go to pick one up, then I have to get off my camel, and then I can't get back on my camel. So arguably, I've only got 4 dudes who can actually pick them up. So, yeah, Stephen, are you ready? I don't know what that means. Probably, yeah. So priority. So this determines who gets to go first, and this is rolled at every turn. So
3.
they hit into each other. That was really dramatic.
Yeah.
3, 5. So Stephen will get to move first. So Stephen managed to roll some. He's got a couple of guys out injured, but he had some influence points, which you get in Middle-earth strategy battle game. So he uses influence points to roll some reinforcements. And so he's got a Rohan Royal Guard, which is a nice, juicy thing. Has got expert rider. Mm-hmm. Rolling too many dice. That's kind of what the game is. But I'm sorry. And what else did you get? You just got another standard warrior.
A standard warrior, but then also 2 of my normal guys upgraded, so they're on. They're no longer just standard soldiers. They've come.
They are heroes in the making. So they have a fate point, which means there's a 50-50 chance that a wound they suffer does not get suffered. Left-handed Royal Guard, you mean? I don't get the joke.
No.
Sorry, I'm slow on the uptake here.
So, pretty much, these guys are shy of collecting it. My main archer guy, he's gone and collected 1. And
so there's rules about passing the things between them. They can be passed once per turn if they are in base contact.
So my archers have moved half move.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a support guy just coming up behind them.
Yeah. And also, one of your guys got the arcing shot special rule, which means his range is now 30 inches, which basically means there's nowhere on the board which is going to be safe. So that's just great. Yeah. Right. Pass this over to you, Stephen, and I'll actually have a think about what my move phase is going to be all about. So I'm going to run up here, but I'm not picking it up. And just there. And he's going to cover here, and he's going to hop over that wall there. And it's just deciding what these camels are going to do.
Thou shan't pass.
So we're just going to go to there.
Is it thou shan't pass or thou shalt not pass?
Thou shalt not pass. You're thinking of the Gandalf thing.
Yeah. Oh no, just your mum's fave commented that.
Yeah. Wait, I'm on knee. Wait. I'm not looking at Stephen as my cat. That was really a thing. What are we doing? Right, do you have any shooting?
Yeah, so these guys have both just moved half so they can both shoot.
Okay, so who are they shooting at?
So your one here is Archie. He's the one, he can shoot 30 inches.
So he's going to shoot, presumably someone who lives next door.
I'm going to go for your one on the horse there.
I believe that's a camel, Stephen.
On the humpback horse. On your camel
Is
there.
there an in the way for those rocks? Or is he too high for that?
Oh, well, in the way. Are you too high? I mean, your camel's way past it.
Is there any part, if there's any part of the model being covered?
Okay, there's a foot being covered, so there's an in the way. So
If there's a foot, then I'll let you off. you
yeah,
know.
well, there's a 4+ in the way.
Okay, so
4+ in the way, roll first.
no,
Miss.
so shooting first, but
Oh, it didn't matter anyhow.
yes, needed a 5.
Anyhow, he's shooting straight up at him here.
Okay,
So there's nothing in the way.
5 plus.
5+. That's a 4. There we go.
Summon Garfield. I'm so confused.
Block.
The Demon of the Woods is spectacular for range in killing the wood. I'm at a loss, but okay. So non-existent shooting phase for you there. Moving us back to priority because I don't have any. I'd really like priority. Would be nice. Very nice.
So there we go. I got 4.
3.
Right. So
Stephen gets to move and shoot and decide on the combats for the next turn.
So put the other way around. So Geffin's within 10 inches.
Yep.
But my other horse is not because that's difficult terrain there.
So what's he going to do? So if you just joined us, we are playing Battle Companies, which is a Middle-earth strategy battle game sub thingy. You know what I mean. It's part of it, but... Are you running away?
I am running
You
away.
absolute Charlie.
I'm not a Charlie.
You are. You literally are. You're running away.
I got me gold.
Who thinks he's a Charlie? I don't know what that means, really, but
You're just going to go with it, yeah?
I'm just going with it. And those guys, yeah, you better run away with them as well. You know. What's going on here?
Once collected.
And let me guess, he's going to run away now.
No. I want to try him out.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, no, these guys are going to move up here.
Okay.
Half moves.
Okay. That's absolutely fine. Right, I have a plan. Okay. So I'm going to do Command Compel on Lance. This is a spell which allows me to move him up to half his movement and also immobilize, transfix him. So I have 2 will points. I'm going to spend both of them to try and get the spell. So I need a 5 for this to come off. So 5 on either dice will do it. A 5 on both, even better. So I need to mark that down as a thing. So that's gone off. Get rid of my will points. So I can now move him half of his thingamajig movement, so that's 3 inches. So I'm going to move him directly in the way. Gravity! Damn you, gravity, in your gravity ways. So he's going to come out to here.
He's got the token.
Taking the token with him.
So he can't attack, can he? Or he can attack?
He can defend himself, but
Yeah.
if he wins, he can't make any strikes.
That's fine.
And then, what's going to go on here? No, I need to. He's done that, and then he's going to pick up that, and then move behind here. So my sorcerer done his spell, and then he's got out of the way. My camel rider is going to charge face first into him. He has the Impaler special rule, which means he's got strength 4 hitting a defense 5 do, so on a roll of a 5+, he will cause a wound. That's another 5! So Lance is wounded, but he is a hero, and as such he has fate.
So I'm going to use my fate, and then on is it a 4+?
On a 4+, he will save the wound. 5. So he can. No, he's still in combat.
Oh, he's impaled.
He's been impaled, but so you can mark down the wound, and also in the community rules, you also get a experience point for saving a wound by fate. So you can mark down that he saved the wound. This guy here is going to come up and join his friend here, I think. And can't believe you ran away.
I have a plan.
Is it running away?
100%.
Right. Okay, so my sergeant here is taking his coin and he's handing it across to this camel rider. And then he's lurking behind these rocks here. As for the camel riders, they are not about running away. That's not what they're all about. They are about causing damage. So those two there.
And both got token, Jim.
No, only one's got a token. The other token is yet to be collected. Right, you're shooting.
Yep. So I'm shooting, and there's it in the way. I'm shooting at him. I've got mites on purple. So I've got to shoot first.
So you moved
A half move, so 5+ to hit.
5+ to hit. It's a 4 and a 4.
I will use my might.
Using the mic to make a 4 or 5 on a hit. Okay.
No, I won't. I'll leave it.
Is it the way that I asked the question?
No, I just remembered I got an in the way roll. It would have been wasted.
Within the way roll, and you need a 6.
Yeah, so no. We'll leave it at that.
That's it for shooting.
Yep.
Combat then.
Yeah. So I charged into you. So
I've got 2 attacks.
you've got 2 attacks. But you cannot make strikes if you win.
Yep.
Because you are transfixed.
There we go. So this is this combat going on over here, guys. So between these two here.
Yep. So you're going to roll your 2 first.
5.
5, so 5 high. Show me that 6. I do not. So I've lost that fight, but because, which I'm not that mad about, because he would have, if he won the fight and killed him, he would have had to go off the camel
To get the coin.
to get the coin. So, and movement, amount of movement is quite useful in this. So yeah, I've had to back away. So that is that. Priority.
Yep. So there we go.
5 for me.
1.
5 and a 1. So,
So those who just joined, we're playing Middle Earth Battle Company strategy game. What's the mission called again?
This is called Claim the Treasure.
Claim the treasure. So around the board, there's these treasures. With some of our miniatures have collected them, and some of them haven't collected yet. And what we got to do is we got to collect as many of the coins until we are quartered. Is that right?
Yeah. So he is going to come around like this, and then charge in at that angle there. So the Impaler rule means on a 5 you will suffer a wound, no fate left.
No fate left.
So 5 plus and he's dead.
It's a 1.
So 1. That's fine. And then he is going to charge in here.
So what you don't see is Chris has a whole bunch of people hidden behind this tower, and I am completely surrounded.
So there's a 3-on-1 going on there. Right, so he's going to collect that, and then so he's running there, collecting that, and coming to there. So taking that coin with him, he is just going to stand in front of him like that. And now we get onto the juicy bit over here. And what happens? Can anyone see? That's Geffen there, isn't it?
No. Geffin's black base.
You haven't done Geffen's base.
I haven't. I've only just upgraded him.
Meanie. Okay, I'm just seeing. I'm just checking line of sight, which I probably should have checked beforehand. But you can both see the Rohan Royal Guard.
Yeah.
I don't think either of them can see Geffen. So is he?
A camel head can see Geffen, and that's it.
Yeah, it has to be from the rider's point of view. So I feel like what's going to happen is
He's not in base to base, by the way.
Okay. So he is going to come out and charge there, taking his coin with him. Now the Impaler rule is utterly gross because if you're charging cavalry, the horse and the rider take a strength 4 hit.
Okay.
So the black dice for the rider. So 4s and 5s. So 4s on the black, 5s on the green. Oh, they're both dead.
And he's out.
Wow, that is brutal. And that's why we like camels. They did basically nothing in the last game. Nothing of note. Double wound there.
The problem is camels in this one are able to stretch their legs a bit, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, we removed the Riddler from the... We're only playing in the middle 4 foot.
There's nothing about heavy armor. No, it's just a 5+. That's it.
It's 4s and 6s. So, okay. And then I could actually carry all my movement into him.
Go for it.
Do I want to? Well, you're probably going to charge me if I don't. Well, it's a good chance. Like, okay, so I'm going to complete my charge.
So right now there's a horse and a rider hanging off of his things as he charges into me.
It's like skulls lining up. Okay, so same applies to Geffen, I guess. 4s and so 4s on the green, 5s on the black.
Nice.
Just some absolute trash on that roll there. So the 1 and the 2 came up. But he is in. So no, I cannot. So my other one is going to come around here. Now in Middle Earth strategy battle, you cannot charge if you do not have line of sight. So this model, despite having the range, cannot actually get in there. Okay. Fair enough. So that's. I haven't moved. No.
No, that's
I'm being aggressive in this game. I feel like I was really kind of like standoffish in the last one, and that didn't serve me well.
So one of my archers is in charging range. So he's charged up against him.
Okay.
And then this chap is he's just moving up onto the top here. So he's got clear line of sight down there. And then this chap over here, So I'm going to move all this. He's coming in, charging behind him here.
Yep.
And then, obviously, Geffen's in combat here. Doesn't make any difference if he gets into base. It doesn't make.
No, because you can only spear support a model that is the same base size or smaller. So
he's moving his way around.
okay.
There we go. He's not got nothing.
He's just a chick.
So he's going to shoot over here.
Okay. So shooting down at my sergeant.
Yeah. 3.
And he misses.
That's it.
Right, so a bunch of combats going on here.
Yep.
So what have we ended up here? So this is just a bunch of one-on-ones now, isn't it?
So yeah, so he's a 1-on-1. Technically, he's a 1-on-1 and he's a 1-on-1. Is that right? Is that how it works?
Yep.
Perfect.
So, is there any? Yes, there's definitely an advantage. So, because I won, I get to make. So I one priority, so I get to decide what fights happen when.
Yeah.
So there's actually an advantage here for me to choose.
Have you got any big castle builds, Helm Deep-esque?
I don't have any big castle builds, Helm's Deep-esque, because I know that if I start doing that, it will take over my life.
You do have.
I mean, yeah, the biggest in terms of a building that I've got at the moment is the Gondor Mansion. So there's that there. So that's playable inside. I will probably do something like that at some point, but I've not.
Chris Chapman just laughs about taking over your life.
I mean, it's accurate. So the order of fights can actually matter here because he can't back away.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's also 2 attacks and burly.
That's right.
So, hi Ghost XXX, thanks for watching. Right. So we're going to do that fight first, I think. It's just I don't know if to shield or not. Cause I'm just scared by him because he's scary. So I'm going to go for that fight first, but
So who is it?
Lance against Kareem.
Yep.
I'm going to shield
Okay.
because you've got 2 attacks and you're probably going to roll a 6. There's the 6. And there's a 5 for me. Do I want to use my might to make that a roll off? Or do I want to take 2 strength? Yeah, there's a pretty high chance I'll die if I lose. So Kareem is going to use his might point that he's got to make that a roll off. So 1, 2, 3, it goes to me. I'm due one.
Yeah.
I am definitely due one of these. 4, 5, 6, it goes to Stephen. So far Harad on a 1, 2, 3, Rohan on a 4, 5, 6. It's a 4, 5, 6. So the forces of Rohan win that one, and then you are strength 4 against defense 5, so needing a 5, but he's burly, so +1 to wound. So 4s to wound.
I think it's a 4.
There is a 4 there. So I have a fate point. So the 3 isn't a wound. The 4 is. So can I save this wound on a 4+? And I've just used my fate point, so I can't make that 3 into a 4. So yeah. It's not as creepy as the last one, but no, it's not. Roll harder. We will try and roll harder. Right. So my sorcerer has died, and Lance survives somehow. Right, camel on whoever that is. So I get 2 attacks on the charge.
That's against McGavin.
McGavin
He
dies.
does have a fate.
Oh, 1 and a 2. Absolute trash.
1. So I'm back.
Okay.
I do have a fate.
Okay, but you're about to strength 4, defense 4.
Yeah, defense 4. He just
Okay,
said.
so 4s on 4s is 4.
Yep.
Charged with a war spear, +1 to wound, needing a 3 on 4 dice. 2 wounds in there, so fate point or not,
It wouldn't matter.
it would not matter.
He has been killed.
He is deaded. So that is the first bit of death there for Dalakai, my newbie. And then we got a 1-on-1 here.
Yep.
Um,
Nothing special. That's Alan.
Alan, I'm just going to do straight up. Great. Oh, and you've taken possession of that coin as
Oh,
well.
wonderful.
So you got 2 there. So he's going to back away there, and then you have 5 to wound him.
Oh, 2.
2.
Lucky me.
Right. Is that? Oh, then and we've got leader.
Against Geffen here. Geffen's got 2 attacks.
So this is this camel on horse action, which you normally pay double for.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of attacks as well because I'm charged. No, I'm not, because it's a cavalry model, so it's only the 1.
I've got 2 attacks.
Actually, that's not even my leader anyway. So 4 and a 2. It's a 4, so that's a roll off.
Yep.
You've won the last 4 roll offs. 1, 2, 3. It goes to me. I was due one. I was due one.
So I'll push back.
So he is strength 4, and I can either go against the horse. Oh, I'm going to be clever here. I'm going to go for the horse.
Yeah, because Geffen's is defense 6.
Yeah, so not only is the horse less, but if I killed the rider, I would automatically claim that, and I'd have to get off my horse to pick it up.
Yeah.
So 4s on 4s, +1 to wound on the charge. 3s. But only 1 dice. Needing a 3. Ay. That is not what we wanted, but
It is what I wanted.
it is what you wanted.
So, priority.
It is down to priority, yep.
So, rolling on priority. 5. 4.
No, you got 2.
Perfect. So, my turn. So, Geffen's turning around.
Yep.
He's throwing his spear in straight away. So, hits him a 5+.
That'd be 4 plus.
That's a 1 anyhow.
Yeah.
And he is now in face-to-face contact.
Yep.
Can you impale me still or do wound contact?
Yep.
Fair enough. Lance is...
I mean, I shouldn't tell you this, but you could hit and then wrap into both of them, and then I couldn't.
Well, I've already done it. But...
I'm happy for you to.
You sure?
Yeah.
No. I made a move. I should know it. So I'll play it that way. I have faith in Geffen.
Okay.
So that's that. Bring that over here. Lance has just gone into combat here, and he is going into combat here. 1-on-1, 1-on-1.
Yep.
And yeah, then he's going to
Run away.
no.
So there's a couple of combats that Stephen has
He's making
made happen over there.
and he is going into the side of your camel.
Okay. So what's the situation of coins? You've got 2 there.
I've got 2 there. Geffen's got 1 here. So at the present moment, I've got 4 coins and you've got 2.
Okay. I don't like that.
I
Let's
like it.
try and make that different. So I'm clearly, because it doesn't make any sense not to. I did try and tell Stephen about this. I was very honest, but my leader is going to come round here and first of all try and impale him with my mummic tusks on the side of my camel. So red on the rider, so 5 on the rider, 4 on the horse. 5 on the rider, that's a wound.
Yep.
for your
Geffen.
for Geffen. He has got a fate point.
Yep, so he's going to use his fate. On a 4+, he doesn't get wounded. That's a 5.
So yeah. So you can mark down his fate off and give yourself an extra experience point for saving a wound with fate. But you are still do have a couple of camels to try and fight off.
That's all right.
That's right. Right, and then I've got these guys over here who are going to. Where's the game at here?
I've got 3 coins on top of this hill.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Are we saying that I can get in that tower?
Yeah. You will incur the full wrath of me saying that you are running away. As long as you're happy with that, then
Absolutely.
okay. So I've just moved those couple of guys down closer to the building because if I don't kill your leader here, then there needs to be some other stuff going on, and then it'll be 3 coins on 3 coins, and some stuff will have to happen, and I'll have a lot. Basically, if I take your leader out, I've got so much more maneuverability than you.
Yeah.
But I've also got no shooting left, so it's close. It's close. If you're enjoying this and you'd like to see more of this, then encourage us to play more by sending a lightning bolt or 95,000, whatever works. Oh, there's some lightning bolts coming in. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
So the idea of this game, if you've just joined us and you're watching live, there are 6 coins about the board, and it's whoever has the most possession in them of the coins at the end of the game. If you, it's going to end at the point where one of the armies is quartered, which is down to 1 model.
My quartered points.
6, isn't it?
That's 2, 7 is, so it's 2.
Okay.
Got to be down to 2 people, I think. So, and what's yours? Yours is the same, is it?
So I need to lose 6.
Yeah, I need to lose 1, 2, 3 models.
Can't be right. How many have you lost so far?
I've lost 2.
You've lost 2.
You've killed 2 at the moment.
Good.
Right, so it's combat. I get to choose what's going on here. So first combat going on here is this. So I've got 2 attacks with him, 1 attack here, going against your guy there.
I'm due a good roll.
Nah.
Yeah.
There's Lance and Archie here. I've got a 6 and a 5.
Okay, and no might, so whatever is here is whatever is here.
Yeah.
I'll roll a purple. So needing a 6. Oh! Right, I am due. I'm still due. Still due a roll off. Ah!
So you go back.
And then die.
And there's 3 rolls against you, yeah?
You're going for the camel or the camel you would wound on a 3 with Lance.
So can I go 1 and then attack
Yeah.
the rider? So
1.
Lance's first attack is against the camel. It's a 2. Lance's second attack.
Come on.
is a 1.
1! The camel survives.
As Archie, he's got 1 attack. On the
Be 5s on either.
Yeah, going on a rider. It's a 6.
Oh! I thought he was going to scrape out of it then. And if he had have scraped out of it, James Potts, thanks so much for the lightning bolts, much appreciated. I really thought he was going to. So, Dalakai here. He will come to focus eventually. Yeah, he has. He is gone. So that's 2 models I've lost now.
Just Lance was swinging around blindly.
So Lance, who's like the hero with the special upgrades and stuff, like completely fluffed it.
Then there's this combat here, so he's just a standard guy.
I need to bring. Do I want? Oh, I'm going to try and get in for the kill. So
For the kill.
yeah. So ready to see my one?
No!
That's Stephen's one, and I win it on a 2.
Right.
5 to cause a wound.
Oh!
How many times?
Right.
How many times? And that's Yvonne Bay, who has nothing but.
If we bring it around here then. So there's Geffen. He's got 2 attacks.
It's going to be a roll off. I can feel it.
Who's the leader?
Leader's here.
So he's going against. Well, it's a roll off anyhow. So. It's a 6 and a 2.
I need a different coloured dice. You're the one with all the attacks.
I have the attacks.
You have all the attacks. So I only got the attacks on the charge. So might on the purple. Needing 6s.
Snake eyes.
Wow! What a time to get snake eyes. So you have got 2 attacks to make. Your strength 3.
Yeah.
So it'll be 5 to wound leader's camel or any of the other, whatever else is going on here.
Yeah.
It'll be a 6 to wound my leader.
So I'm going to go. First attack is going against the rider on here.
Yep.
That's a 5.
Okay, so he is dead.
Dead. And then the next attack is going against the leader.
Go on. Give me
No,
that.
it's going against your camel.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Okay, so you can take his coin. You can never take his freedom. I'm down to 1 camel rider. This is not good.
It was looking bleak for Geffen there.
Yeah, terrible.
Priority, yeah?
Priority roll.
6. So Geffen, straight away, he's going to go and throw the spear first.
Into his own eye.
6.
Or does it hit?
The camel.
And 5 plus it kills it.
6.
Oh, you camel murderer! Dad and Dom Gaming says, evening guys, just came across you while scrolling. Well, you're very welcome to, carry on watching or not. Because my camel just died, which means, I mean, look at that beautiful beast. Why would you throw a spear at a camel?
Why not?
So, thrown rider test, so anything but a 1, ideally a 6. He takes a strength 3 hit. On a 6, he takes a wound. He's fine. But he is knocked prone.
So he's on the ground.
He's on the ground. Which means I can fight back, but I can't make strikes. So he's
charged into it.
And I guarantee I am just out of 6 inches. 6 plus 1.
So that's that.
I mean, this is basically the game. Is I'm going to be broken.
Well, these 3, all 3 are on him.
Yeah.
So he's been closed in on it. On that. And
Yeah, up here we got the 3-on-1 up by the tower. I was really hoping for priority so I could run away. Didn't get it.
so
These guys here are out of range. I mean, I just really did not get the rolls. I mean, his leader has somehow managed to fight off 2 camels.
there's a 4-on-1 over there. I've charged him in as well.
Okay, so he's dead. Probably. So the only movement I've got that I can possibly make is to try and.
What game system are you playing? So we're playing Middle Earth Battle Strategy. Battle Companies. So it's
it's a skirmish RPG version of the Middle Earth Battle Companies game. So you have small battle companies that you compete against each other, and at the end of every game, your characters gain experience, and your battle company also gains influence. You can use that to roll to gain reinforcements, and the experience your company gets gives your characters special rules. So, for instance, I have a chap over here called Lance. He started off as a throwing spear and a shield, and he managed to upgrade, and he's gained from 1 attack to 2 attacks. He has also gained a special rule of burly, and that means he's got a double-handed weapon axe. And when he goes to wound, he scores an extra 1 plus to his score to wound. So what's really interesting about the game, guys, is as you play it, your characters get better and better, and yeah, it's a bit of fun. You get to model more characters, don't you?
Yep. And so we've got Far Harad, which aren't really featured in the films, against the forces of Rohan, which are heavily featured in the films. And the reason I'm playing with Far Harad is camels. So, right. Combat.
So it's Geffen against your leader over here first.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shield.
Yeah.
Because, why wouldn't I? You're ambitiously bringing a couple of extra dice over here, I see.
Oh, I was giving you some coloured dice.
Oh,
but
okay.
that's alright, don't worry. I'll do attacks in red. So I've got a 5 and a 1.
Okay. So needing a 6 here. I've got might, so a 5 would do it, but a 6 would be great.
2 5s. So I've got a 5. Are you going to use your might?
Don't know, you can use your might. We've both got 1 might, so it's a sort of...
Rest in peace, James Park, rest in peace, leader. Not yet.
He has got fate, he has got the oblivious to pain special rule.
I'm going to use my might.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to use my might then, because we have had about 7 roll-offs tonight. Because
Do you want to take this?
no, I want you to, because I've got 7 so far, and I think I've won 1, maybe 2.
So in this, the roll off 1, 2, 3 goes to the forces of bad, and 4, 5, 6 goes to the forces of good. I'm good, he's bad. It goes good.
I mean, statistically speaking, this is just devastating.
So I think, James, you might be right. So I got 2, I'm wounded on 5s.
6s.
6s.
And you got 4 dice.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2 6s there, so that's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So I've got the oblivious to pain special rules first off.
Do I get both wounds, do I?
You can only get experience points for... You can get 1,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So oblivious to pain means that if I roll a 6, then the wounds will be ignored. So there's that first off. So either of these are a 6. Then there is 1 saved wound.
Yeah.
So I have
Fate?
I have fate. So fate means on a 4 plus. Can I tell you what's going to happen right now?
What?
I'm going to roll my fate save,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a 3. And because you made me use my might,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have that to.
Have faith.
I have no faith.
Have faith in your fate.
I have no faith in my fate. Ready to see a 3, everyone? Even worse, it's a 2. If you said that you thought my leader was going to die, you were correct. I'm down to 3 guys, which means I am broken for the next thing. So
this is a 4-1 combat.
yeah, I'm going to shield.
I really hope he holds out. So I got a 6.
The best I can hope for is a roll off, and they've gone really well for me.
Yeah.
The 6 came up for a second, and so he has got all of the attacks coming his way.
So I'm going to give it to my new guy. He's going to start first attacking. His name is Derek Denight.
Yeah, so because I'm trapped, he's going to be double strikes.
2 hits.
Yeah, because he's trapped, so he can't.
Perfect.
Needed a 5.
No, so that didn't work. Then I'm going to Alan. He's the same. He didn't hit.
Nice. Come on.
Archie.
Come on, Bombay. Oh, come on.
Oh.
And unfortunately, only needing a 4 on 4 dice.
So.
Come on. Oh, there's 1, but that's enough because Bombay does not have fate. So he has died.
Right.
Rest in peace, Bombay. We'll come into focus at some point, I'm sure.
Oh no, we weren't even watching that battle, we weren't.
Well, we're watching the dice.
Yeah.
Right, I am broken, which is not good. But it's okay for this turn. But after that, it's going to get dirty. But I have a plan.
You have a plan.
I have a very good plan. Well, no, I have an average plan. It's the best plan I've got.
I have a cunning plan.
No, I wouldn't say it's cunning. It's just a plan. But it does involve me winning priority, which you had it last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he rolled a 1, so that automatically comes to me. Even if I roll a 1, I didn't. I got a 4.
There we go.
So first part of the plan is fairly simple. So I am now broken, which means that I have to take courage tests at the start of each turn.
Yeah.
However, this is one of my sergeants, so he automatically passes his courage test, and he's got a 3-inch stand fast, which means that anyone within 3 inches of him also passes theirs.
Yeah.
So for now, we're okay.
Gonna summon Chuck Norris. Has Baldrick turned up with his cunning plan?
No, I can fairly, without that much effort, get out of this with a draw.
So bear in mind, Geffen over here, my leader, he's got 2 of the coins. There's 1 coin here, and over on the other side of the battlefield where there's no one, my guys have the other 3 coins.
So what are we thinking, people? Have Harad got even the slightest chance of getting anything out of this, or is Rohan just a foregone conclusion in terms of the victory? It should be 2 victories tonight for the forces of Rohan. So we had a game earlier on. So yeah, your movement.
It's my movement.
Your movement.
Oh, these guys are all gonna come down to watch the finale, aren't they? So they're all just charging their way across the battlefield here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's all the way over here, over there, and he's coming behind, not as close. Just 2 coins.
Okay. Right, so nothing doing over there apart from some guys charging down, but we do have a tasty bit of combat here, which could spell absolute death for Geffen, or not, but no, let's hope. So we have, this is where I'm hoping that you making me spend my might is gonna...
We could, have something happening here.
Yeah. For sure.
But there's no bridge for him to fall off this time.
No, there's just a spear for him to get speared by in the face. So the red dice is going to have might on it. The blue one isn't. So this
Do you think he's going to do it? Do you think he's going to do it, guys?
I've got a 5 which I can make into a 6. So worst case scenario, it's a roll off. Not going to need it. So this is where it could get tasty. What defense is Geffen?
6. So Geffen has been upgraded. So he's gone from defense 4. Well, no, he had the defense 5 because he had a shield.
Yeah.
And then I upgraded on one of my rolls, so he's defense 6 now.
Yeah. So my sergeant here, the cool model, the banner, he is strength 5, which until the upgrade would have been a 4 to wound.
Yeah.
But it is now a 5. But I can wound your horse on a 4, which makes it a lot harder for you to run away, and you might get hurt falling off the horse.
Praise to the dice gods.
Okay, so Should I attack the leader or the horse? Anyone want to chip in with an idea on what they think is best? See, it's got too much for Steve. You see Steve's feet go off to the toilet. Horse. Chris Chapman says attack the... Look, Chris. I'm also called Chris, so I respect your opinion as a fellow Chris. He's only got the one attack, but... So I'm going to wait for Stephen to come out. I mean, unless some other... Go for the horse, and it could be a double whammy.
Oh, hey.
So, yeah, if I kill the horse and he fails the thrown rider test... he gets hits of 1. He gets strength 3 hit, which could wound him, and then this guy would then get double attacks.
Yes. Go for it.
I'm going for the horse,
It's alright, but Geffen wins everything. So.
apart from the first 3 games. Okay, 5s. No, 4s on the horse.
Yeah.
I hate every single one of you. Right, which means he now has the choice of horse or rider before.
Skull from Chris.
He's going to go for the horse on a 4. The horse is down.
The horse is down. So Geffen is off his horse.
So
I've got to do a...
thrown rider test. So it'd be taking a strength 3 hit. So as long as you don't thrown rider first of all. So don't roll a 1. That's a 3. So he lands and he's got his cloak on him and whatever. Yeah. Okay. Right. Priority.
1. 3. So you've got priority.
I have priority. I have to do courage tests. So, so he's within 3 inches.
Yeah.
So if he passes, then he passes.
Yeah. So the sergeant's basically like, come on.
Go on.
We got him. We got the little ginger fella.
So I need an 8 on 2 dice. I can get away with 7 because I've got 1 will point, but I'd rather not have to spend that now because those guys are not getting any further away. A 9, so he's all over it. He's happy.
So you guys are good.
We're good. So he's going to charge in there. He passes his courage test and he's in there like that.
So needless to say, these chaps over here are just still charging along.
So we've got... It's getting spicy. End game.
I tell you what.
Remember, the game is going to end, regardless of whatever's going on, when one battle company is down to 25% once they are quartered.
Yeah.
So just so we know what's going on here, if I can kill
Geffen. Yeah.
and then one of them flees,
Yeah.
I would be quartered,
And you would.
and I'd have 3 coins,
And it'll be a draw.
and it would be a
It'll
draw.
be a draw. Well,
So-
better kill him then.
Well, yeah, I've still got might and you haven't, so
I've
I've got
got
the same flight value. So do you want to set the tone with your 2 attacks? A 3 and a 3.
3 and a 3, guys.
Beatable. Very, very beatable. Ready to see some snake eyes?
Yeah.
Oh. 3 and a 4.
So,
Right, there's no pondering about who to go for this time.
Yeah.
So I like
I'm defense 6, I am.
the defense 6, so it's a 5 for either of them.
I
but-
should have shielded, shouldn't I? It doesn't matter. I got 2 attacks. It doesn't matter. Same dice.
With 3 dice.
Oh, okay.
Shielding.
Nah, let's have fun.
Right. So it's a 5 on either dice, but there's might on the purple one, which means I can get away with a 4. But again, I don't want to be using that. So 5s to wound. There's a 6.
Oh.
He's used his fate already.
Yeah.
Geffen is dead.
My leader is dead. You have 3 coins.
I have 3 coins. Whoo!
Well, Geffen got 4 wounds on people there, so it's priority.
Priority.
So I'm green.
Oh my lord! I'm sorry, but you've had some decent rolls tonight.
No.
Ah, it's a 1 as well.
It's my turn. Fantastic. So when you draw, it goes to the other side. So would you agree? I'm
By a gnat's hair.
So I'm in straight into combat here.
And this is really, really important. The fact that you've managed to get into combat with him.
Yeah.
And I'll explain why in a minute.
So they're coming round, but these guys aren't in combat. They're all charging up behind.
So is it just 1-on-1 there?
It's 1-on-1. It's Arch, and he has a coin.
Archie has a coin.
He has a coin.
So the next dice roll is quite possibly going to be the end of the game. So, because my sergeant is in combat already, Bud's blast markers says hello all. And hello, you've joined us in the end game. This is the final phase of things. I'm just going to...
Chris has just disappeared to go cry in the bush.
That is exactly what's happened. No, I just realised this is right at the end, and I feel like people should be able to see exactly what is going on. So I'll just grab a light just to shine on so I can explain exactly what's going on for everyone, because I feel like no one cares.
There's quite a few who cares. He says, looks great. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm about to lose, so I'm just like delaying the inevitable here.
Just while he's getting everything set up, I just feel like I might as well show you just the whole board here that's been set up. Everything's been made by Chris here from Good Enough Scenery. So all the scenery is all handmade by Chris. And
see, wasn't that worth doing? Right. So let me explain why the next roll is going to be the end of the game. So previous turns, if you've been watching so far, we've been able to use this model Standfast in order for this model here to pass his courage test for the fact that I'm broken. But because I am in combat, I cannot use my Standfast.
so we're down to one of your guys.
It's down to me rolling 2 dice and getting an 8, and no 7 or 6, and there being some might or some will. I mean, so if I don't get 8 on these 2 dice, like a total of 8 on these 2 dice, it's game over and Stephen wins. I feel like with my master plan. No, because he flees with his 3 coins.
Yeah, but I got 3 coins.
No, he just flees, and the 3 coins just drop on the floor. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
he just shits himself and runs off.
Bring him right over here.
Okay. Okay.
Big dice roll.
Big dice roll. Should we one at a time just to add some tension?
Go on.
So big 6 coming up. That would be a good start. A 4. We're halfway there. So it's a 50-50 chance from here. 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be enough. 4, 5, 6. We're all over it. Come on, baby. Oh, by 1! By 1!
Oh! I will give it to you, Chris. You held out to the end. I didn't think you were going to get this far.
Oh, Jesus. That's the most... Yeah. Just going to double check. It's not... No, it's still courage 2. Yeah, so courage tests, you have to beat 10. You take your 2 dice that you roll, you add your courage value, which for Mahud warriors is only 2, and you have to beat 10. So your courage 3 would be, would have done it. And also, if this model here was here, if he was like 2 millimeters further away, you couldn't have gone into combat. So just to tell you what my plan was.
I mean, how were you going to get away from full Rohan in the corner there?
He was going to go inside the building.
Yeah.
And just going to try and hold out. And remember, he's got heroic defense.
Yeah.
Which he can call free without spending any might every single turn if he decides to shield.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the other guy was going to do something or other.
Just hopefully
start running and just manage to just keep out of distance.
No, the basic plan was for him to get the coins,
Yeah.
which was what I would have done if I'd had the opportunity to pass them over.
Yeah.
He would have had the coins because he was much more likely to pass the courage test. Maybe I should have done that earlier on, but I didn't. And also, he was the one that killed Geffen,
Yeah.
so he takes control of the coins, not the other guy.
Yeah.
Which is why it was another thing to consider. But yeah, once he was in the building, if you had all 3 coins and inside the building, he could have
Had a chance to defend it.
had a chance. And the thing is that you can only get one guy at a time in against him as well.
Yeah, so just to show.
So
So that's the building there.
that's the building I was planning on trying to hold out for the end game. My little Rohan building.
Check it out.
Tutorial. So if you like the scenery that you've seen, so whether it's the river, whether it's the Rohan building, whether that tower there is a dice tower, not just a watchtower, that waterfall in the distance, the broken lamp on the floor, that's the Gondor match. If you like any of that, there are tutorials for all of this on my YouTube channel, Good Enough Scenery, because it's scenery that's good enough. Might not be perfect.
It's good enough to play on.
Certainly good enough to play on. And yeah, or that tile that Stephen Cream's over that ruins
I
the tower.
absolutely love those ruins, I do. They're great.
And shall I show them what I'm working on at the moment?
Yeah. I'll bring it over here.
Bring it over. So we are going to be doing, I think next week, we are going to do the Seize the Outpost scenario, which is, so it'll be Stephen's Rohan Warriors and my Far Harad attacking a outpost which has been seized by orcs. So for that, I have, I'm going to save them till last. I'm making a watchtower. So I've taken something we all have millions of. So these are old sprues, and I've made these balustrade type fences. So that's a good use of sprues, and then the base of this watchtower here is this. So this is foam, which has been made to look like wood, and then the piece de resistance is the posts for the watchtower, which, if you know your Rohan, they're all about the horses. So they are these horse-headed corner posts, which, considering they're made out of XPS foam, they are not bad. So
Also saved you 90 quid on the Games
is
Workshop.
it that much?
It's 80 or 90 quid for the Games Workshop version of it. Dad and Dom says looks good.
Thanks, Dad and Dom. Appreciate it. Yeah, I thought it was 40. Is it 40 for just the watchtower?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's still extortionate amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it's a nice kit, but it's also like a huge amount of money. But it depends if you're. I think the thing is, I'm not a particularly arty or creative person. I'm not amazing at stuff, but I've just kind of learnt it, and I've just kind of put it all in the tutorials and how to do it. But anyway, that was a game of Far Harad versus Rohan in Middle-earth strategy battle game Battle Companies. The forces of Rohan won the second game tonight.
Bear in mind I've lost 2 and drawn 1.
Yeah, so we've had 5 games. It's 2 wins each and a draw. So next game is going to be interesting because
We're fighting some orcs.
we're fighting some orcs, and there are going to be maybe 4 camel riders.
Yeah.
And possibly something else as well. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you for... Are we doing next Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday.
Next Thursday, we will be here, same sort of time, probably playing a couple of games for you. I'm thinking Seize the Outpost, which is a chance for some juicy wounds, because we've got lots of Mordor orcs we can take down, and then maybe something against the Cave Troll?
Yeah, that could be fun.
That could be fun. All right. Cheers, guys. Speak to you later.
Laser buds.
$13 diamonds.
I'll give you 7 of them.
So those diamonds cost money.
29p for 20. I think though it's a little sacrifice to kind of get them going.